What's up, YouTube and Twitch? This is my C++ Minecraft clone, and I'll summarize what happened in the previous stream, which was yesterday. And then we'll do 3 hours of work today. Hopefully, in the few streams, in the few previous streams, most of the time was spent reading chat. Not much was spent actually doing progress. Hopefully this time we'll be able to do more progress and not focus so much on chat. Yo, what's up, Quakerina? What's up? We're missing Quicks. Yeah, so we'll do a summary for the previous stream. Not much happened, but we managed to finish the rendering of the mesh for the redstone. And we added this collision box, the block outline. We managed to add it. And is it a bit offset actually? Is it a bit offset? Doesn't matter, it's good enough. It's good enough. And for today's stream will be the tough part actually. Today's stream will be the tough part. And I'll explain why. Yo, what's up? Good evening again. What's up, command box? So, what do I mean by the tough part? The tough part is today. We've left the tough part today, which is... I need to open Minecraft to show you. In the debug world. Where we have all the states. And if we press F3, it doesn't show the block states, so we need to enable them. Looking at block states in overlay. Done. Yeah, now we have the block states. At the top left, you can see Minecraft wire, redstone wire, and you can see east says side, north says up, power says 0, etc. That's the block state. That's data that we need to manage, but most importantly, we need to store it somehow. If we manage to accomplish this, to be able to store the block state somehow, we'll be golden. We'll be able to have this redstone dust, and we'll be able to move on to the even more interesting parts where we can do interesting redstone contraptions. Hey man, I'm following you for some time and I'm heavily inspired by your Minecraft clone project. I'm a beginner game dev, like recently started. Can you suggest me a learning pathway, please? So that one day I can become like you and make my own Minecraft clone. Hi legend. Hello, what's up? Hello, so Blocky. There's one important thing. Are you really sure you want to become like me and have a Minecraft clone? Because if you have a Minecraft clone, like you cannot do much with it. You cannot share it with people. Most of it is a learning experience, which is pretty good in my eyes. But the question is it good in your eyes? Because maybe it would be better for you to make an original game idea, maybe. But you are asking for my advice. I'll give you my advice. No matter what it's worth. I'm a beginner in game dev, like recently started. Can you suggest me a learning pathway? I'll think about it while we do the stream. I want to give a good answer. I'll think about it. If I forget, you can remind me. I don't want to give a generic answer. I want to think about it. But before that, for this stream, we managed to render the mesh for the redstone dust, and we have the collision boxes. The goal for this stream is to generate and manage this metadata. Here, if you look at the top left, every block here has some kind of a block state, and it's stored somewhere. It's stored somewhere, and we have to figure out where are we going to put it, this date. And one possible place where we can put the data is like when in my Java clone, where I have a class called block data. Every block stores this. And in my C++ clone, the block data is very simple. It's just if we go inside of the subchunk, no, actually the header file. Now we can look at the constructor as well. For me currently, the block data is just this ID. Every block has this enum ID. So for example, here where we place the redstone dust, this space only stores an enum that is maybe 4 bytes. And here it only says this is a redstone dust block. That's it. We need a lot more information than just the ID. And that's what I was talking about, this block state. We need a lot more information. So how much more? We'll need this power, which is, let's say, an integer, or maybe like even lower than an integer. Like to not use like 32 bits, we can use even less space for the power data. But here we can see we have east, north, we have south, west. All of this data, we need to store it somewhere. And sure, we can say, let's store it where, here, let's store it where we already store the block ID. In addition to the block ID, let's have every block to store like this block state that we're seeing here. But there is an issue. Not every block needs that kind of information. For example, the cactus doesn't need the power level of a redstone. It doesn't need that. And there's another reason that's a bad idea, because for example, the fire has booleans. It has other kind of data. And here, these blocks have also other data. Slot 0 occupied. Like, what does that even mean? Like, every block has different metadata, different block state. So that idea of every block to store that information, we will not use it. We will not use it, and we need to think of an alternative. And here in my Java Minecraft clone, I had block data. Yeah, here. Here I did the naive approach. I did exactly this. I just stored it for every block. So every block had a redstone signal and a redstone state. Every block. And that's kind of unnecessary. Because like if you have like 32 render distance, which should be how many chunks? By 65. And these are the chunks. And how many blocks is this? Let's say by 15 on the height, let's say. And each one of them 16 by 16 by 16. Like, we have so many blocks. And if every one block, like how much is this? Like 200 million blocks. If 200 million blocks have to store redstone signal, redstone state, and most of them like are the air. Most of them are there. They don't need to store anything. That's a waste of space. And so the RAM usage will go extremely high. And even now, it's like 500 megabytes of RAM. If we add more data, it will increase to the gigabytes. It will increase to the gigabytes. And so we need to think of a different approach. That's the goal for this stream for the next 3 hours. That's the goal, to think of an approach on how to store this metadata for the block state. Once we figure that out, we'll have working redstone dust, and we'll be able to connect it with redstone torches, and we'll be able to move on. I want to fully implement the redstone. That's the idea. Yes, I just want to make the clone for hobby project. Minecraft is my all-time favorite game. That's why I also want to make it one day. When day night cycle, it's not a priority as of now. Right now, priority is the redstone. And here that you want to make a Minecraft clone, just know that I spent like more than a year on this, and this is what I got. Like more than a year on this, and even the Java clone, like a lot of time has been spent, and there are ups and downs. It's a very big project. It would be best to choose smaller projects at the start, since you said like you're a beginner in game dev. It's very ambitious. This is super interesting. I already tried to implement that, but I'm new to programming and I have no good idea for optimized system that and decodes different data for each block. And hi Petsa, hello. Hello Water. Start with doing anything, then make it better. Yeah, if you just invest the time and you improve little by little every day, you'll be golden. The hard part is to keep it up for years. It's a marathon. That's the hard part. Because it's easy to... No, that's auto translation. It's easy to switch to something else. It's very tempting. When you've done the same thing every day, it's tempting to switch to something else. You will record it someday. Yeah. And here that you mentioned that I already tried to implement that, but I have no good idea. I don't have a good idea as well. And that's the, I think, interesting part is here we'll do an attempt. It will break some things. It will be a bad attempt. And that's the part of the programming. That's the part of the programming experience. We need to write the bad implementation and improve upon it. Because here, I've already written the one of the possible bad implementations, where every block stores redstone signal, which is unnecessary. I've already done that. And now I'm trying to improve upon it. If I can, in this version that we will write today, in a month from now, I'll be like, this code is garbage. There is a much better way to do it. But that's improvement. And it needs to be gradual. And now we have to think of an alternative. And I was thinking, I have, like, when I'm using a block, like I have the ID. Wait a minute. Let me think about it. Yeah, I was going to mention my block factory. And I mentioned it last stream as well. I had an initial idea where here you give, like, because I just store the IDs, but every block needs some kind of functionality. Like, for example, the anvil needs data on what its collision box is. The cactus needs data. The dandelion needs data that it's transparent, it's foliage. It needs data, like every block needs additional data. And that's why, and all I store is just the ID, which is an enum, which is just an enum. And I created this block factory so that I can just store the enum ID, and the block factory will give me the appropriate class, which gives me the additional information. And I was thinking when we approached here the redstone torch. When we approached the redstone torch, where's the redstone torch? Yeah, this is it. When we reached the redstone torch, I got an idea. Here I made for the first time a class that extends the block class. I made a field called if it's cacheable or not. Because these simple ones, because here, for example, the grass block, there are so many grass blocks. Well, right now they're like desert blocks since we changed the biome. But sand blocks. So let's go to the sand block. This function will be called like thousands and thousands of times for the sand block. And every time it will create this class. this sand class for the additional information. That's why we created this hash map, which just maps the ID to the class so that we can reuse it again and again and again. But we reached the redstone torch, which we couldn't reuse because one torch could be on, could be lit, and another torch could be unlit. All of these classes need to be separated, and that's why I added this field if it's cacheable or not, if you should store it or not. And I set the torch to not save it in this hash map. So every time when we have a torch, it will create this class so that we can get the additional information, etc. And because it can be lit and unlit. And if every torch shared the same class, like every torch would have the same state. So here is where block state comes from in my clone, let's say. And I had the idea, okay, we're not storing this, but why not? Why aren't we storing it? We can store it, but not here in this hash map. We can store it in some place else. Instead of using the ID to use the block coordinates, the block origin. It will be the same logic as this, but it will just be the block origin. And it will be the class itself, because the class itself has the block state here, if it's lit or not. We already have it here. This is the redstone torch. We have it here. I have to change the world. Here the redstone torch. Where is it? Torch. This is the redstone torch state. It has only if it's lit or unlit. And I can change it. And I can change it with this debug stick. This debug stick changes the state of blocks. But for some reason it changes it to unlit and it gets updated to lit automatically. Maybe it's just Minecraft. Yeah, it's changing back to lit. But it has a block state. And I already have that block state here in the class redstone torch. And I was not saving it, since every torch has its own block state. It's not as simple as just the sand, where it doesn't change. And so I think I can do it even here. I can do it even here. The same unordered map, but instead of using an ID, to use a vector tree, which is the block origin. And I think I need to provide it here with additional value, which is what I used for the subchunks. So here in the world, this thing, the vector tree hash, for some reason I need it. But where should I store it? Can I do it in the globals? Because every file has the globals. Vector tree hash, because I need access to it. And so here, and I have to give it like this to the hash map, so it can use the position, which is a vector tree, as a key. And so here I need to give it the vector tree hash map, something like that. Yeah, I have the globals. What was the name? Not just hash. And I did it myself, this hash. There's a chance it's wrong. I found it online just for the 2D, for a vector 2. And it was without the z-axis. It was like this. And I need it for a 3D. I need it for a vector 3. So I just added here the z-axis and I added this field. So because I saw here they bit shifted to the left once and they XOR it. And I was like, okay, I'll just bit shift z 2 times and I'll XOR it again. And it worked for the subchunks. I don't know if it will work for the block origins. So that's kind of the idea. Oh, here I need to rename it to block states. Block states. Yeah, that's it. And so here, if it's can you cache it, I need to change it if it doesn't have a block state, and then to save it. And what I'm not sure about is it okay if I'm storing it as a block, just as a block? Because how the block doesn't have the exact block state. I may need to transform it into, for example, the redstone block. And maybe I need to make a virtual function that's like, give me the current block ID so that I can transform it back to the, for example, redstone torch. We'll see about it. We'll experiment. We'll see what happens. But experiments like this is where I learn the most, not from tutorials. So I'm excited. Let's see what I missed. Yeah, so for your question on my advice for a beginner is to invest time to know that this is a marathon. I do every day just 3 hours, and most of the time I spend here with chat. So it's maybe even less than 3 hours a day. Even 1 hour a day is fine, but invest the time. It's a marathon. And the other thing is to try to make an improvement every day, no matter how small. Because if you're a League of Legends player, you'll know my analogy. You'll get my analogy. My analogy is, for example, for League of Legends, there are ranks on how much time you spend inside of the game. Like you play games, and depending on how you perform, you increase your rank and lower your rank. Like the lowest was bronze, highest was challenger, something like that. And it's not enough to just spend a lot of time, because there are like many players that spend thousands of hours and they're a low rank still. No matter that they spend thousands of hours, they're, for example, the silver rank. And the difference between those that manage to improve with time is that they don't only spend time, they try to improve a little bit every day. It's not just hard work. Like if you do slight improvements every day, like for example for League of Legends, to learn how to properly last hit the mob so you get the gold. If you like stuff like the little things every day, little improvements every day in the marathon, as time passes, goes miles away. That's my advice. Like I cannot give anything else. That's the most important part. Why do you choose C++ over C, since even Relic is C native library? Because C++ has additional features than C. I would like to use C because of the simplicity, but I like to have, if I want to use additional features. Just create per chunk a node map. Why should I do it per chunk? Because of the unloading, maybe? Yeah, maybe I should do it per chunk. With state and register state if there is one. For redstone, probably just use state, create a virtual function that retrieves redstone signal for block. Block gives signal to block and return based on block by default, make it return. Okay, you're just giving me step by step. Like, don't worry about it. I don't want like straight step by step instructions. Like that would be boring. If I wanted step by step instructions, I would open up ChatGPT and ask it, please tell me what to do. Like to me, this is boring. Like I don't want step by step instructions. I want to fail, to break it, and to learn from it. If I skip that step, the long term will be very annoying. Minecraft bakes apparently every possible combination of block states. For every block, big array sets the index to the block and calls it and calls it this way as well, but I don't know if that's true. Also, shared pointers will be unmanageable. Hey guys, how's it going? Like, don't worry about it. Like, this is just a hobby project. Like, don't worry about it. You're getting too invested in the project. It's just like, you can see the Java clone. The Java clone became a big mess. And I switched over to the new project. Like, it doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. Like, however much I break it, that doesn't matter at all. It's a different story if I'm releasing the project. That's a different story. Hey guys, how's it going? How's today's live stream going? But same goes for our map, which doesn't allow entries with same hash. What is this thumbnail? What's wrong with the thumbnail? What do you think about C++ compared to Java? I prefer C++ to Java because I don't like the garbage collector in Java, but I am thankful to Java since I used it for the first few months just to get the hang of it and to gain experience, and then I switched to C++. Java was a stepping stone for me to C++. I couldn't start with C++. It was too hard for me, and it's hard for me even now. I still make mistakes. Inverted redstone in Minecraft, it's not inverted. Is there pistons? Yeah, there's pistons, but in the Java clone. Why I'm getting 3 ads before getting to see your stream, yo? I'm watching live again. Are you using a Z order curve to get chunk memory cache locality? I was going to try, but I haven't gotten around it yet. Storing and retrieving voxel data is interesting. Are you going to add crazy world gen when project's more complete? Right now the focus is redstone. Yeah. Let's focus on making progress. Yeah, I'll do it here in the block factory, the block state. I should probably move it to the chunks or the sub chunks, because if we unload a chunk or a sub chunk, we don't need that exact block state. It will be unnecessary to store it. But as of now, just to do an experiment, we'll store it in the here, where we store everything. In the future, when this becomes a problem, that's when we'll change it. I want it first to become a problem, that's when I'll change it. And this, if it's cacheable or not, I'll change this. This is now incorrect. Now it should be like, does it have a block state? That's what I'll set it as. Like, does has block state. But now, what should I name the boolean? Since if it's the same name, I cannot do the same name, I think. Like, it will do the function. I need to change the name. Like, I know that Cherno does, like, he has this M lower dash uppercase. He has this naming convention for the fields of a class. And so that would solve it. But I don't want to suddenly change the naming convention. Or maybe I should have stored them as like capital letter. And that would solve it as well. But now it's pretty late to make that change. It's pretty late to make that change. Let's just add a B at the end. Let's just add a B at the end. Has block state by default, it will be false. Let's set it by default to false. And for now, just the redstone torch will have a block state. Just to make it simple. Yeah, just the redstone torch will have a block state. And let me think about it. And we'll remove the other ID. I had 2 IDs. That will be unnecessary now for the redstone torch. I had redstone torch and redstone torch off. I'll remove this. I'll remove it, but now I need to remove it from more places, I think. Yeah, I need to remove it from the block factory as well. So here, this redstone torch off is gone. And here, let me think about it. I should do a check here if it has a block state. If it has a... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. To check if it has a block state, I need the class. Is the chicken or the egg problem? I could... Oh, we have a problem. I need here the position. Now, when I get the block, I need to optionally give it a position as well. Like block origin. A block origin. And to do this check. If it contains this, we're not making changes to it. We can make it const reference. And what else? Let's use this block states. And to use this. And here block states as well. Something like that. Let me think about it. And if we don't have it here in the block cache, and if we don't have it in the block state, we'll create the class. And here we need to see where are we going to store it. Oh no, I removed an important part here. Let's undo these lines. No, it was something else. It was here. Yeah, these lines. These lines. So here, this should be if it has a block state. If it has a else, let's see now. If it has a block state, we'll save it in block states with the block origin. That's my idea. That's my idea. Something like this. That's my idea. And we'll test it out. That's kind of my idea. And let's change this function. Which function was it? Oh, it's in the block factory. Here. Let's change this. Here. Yeah, that's it. Let's see what's up with chat. What's up, Wix? Why do you call methods in fields both? And parameters in fields, at least you call types Pascal case. Yeah, well, it's kind of late right now to change them. It's kind of late to change them right now. I could change them off stream. I could change them off stream. We wanted for the version. What happens if change one of values by one? Which values? Garbage collector is good but not mature for large scale project. Yeah, I like C#. C# is good. Oh god. Why are there so many ads? Why are there so many ads? Why is everyone coming? Quen, what is Quen? Is fairly good if you have enough VRAM RAM to run it. What was this? Yes, you're right, should install. You can make Java developer out of Java, but you cannot take the Java out of a Java developer. Yeah, that I can relate to that. I can craft my crafting table crashed for no particular reason. What are you adding right now? I'm trying to add a block state. So where do I get the game? It's not downloadable. Yeah. Oh my god, do I have to say it again? No. By the way, when you want to give it a try, animating textures shouldn't be that hard, right? I saw Phoenix SC plate. Yeah, Phoenix is cool. Go download it. Oh, come on. I don't know if I should... if YouTube will allow me to talk about this. Like, YouTube has me on a leash. Sorry, guys, I cannot say anything about that. Who is Phoenix? Phoenix made Phoenix SC made a video about one of my projects. Like, I'm still thankful to him. Phoenix SC. Yeah, he makes very often videos on Minecraft, and I had reached out to him long time ago with my Minecraft clone, and he made a video about it. Man, he has made so many videos after he reviewed my project. He's crushing it at YouTube. Here, he reviewed my project. Someone called it Minecraft in 300 hours. That was 8 months. Man, it's almost a year ago. That's crazy. And then he reviewed this project. Like this crushed me, man. Like, I was like so proud with my project, and then I saw this project, Minecraft in Scratch, and I was like, okay, they're like there's so many like such good developers. Like Minecraft in Scratch, man. Yeah, I use Brave, the Brave browser. How to spell Phoenix? I'll keep working hard, bro. Yo, thank you, man. This means a lot. Like, to some people, like $2, it may be nothing, but to me, this means a lot because that's like 2,000 views on a video. Like, on a... Like, it's €1 per 1,000 views. It was something like that. So like $2 is... So thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, because I reached 1,000 subscribers, the channel got monetized. And like, I prefer like the ads than to like you guys to send money. It's best like it because it's free. If they're just ads, instead of you guys having to send money, like the ads would be a better deal. I'm watching this video, like how even fusion reaction set released to boiling water. Is there a coding situation of this? Yeah, Rust, I've tried Rust, but it's too complicated for me. Yeah, okay, let's focus on the game. Let's focus on the game. Can this compile if I run it now? What do I need to change? What did I did wrong? I moved this in this global header so that I can have access to it both inside of my block header. No, inside of my block factory. Yeah, here. So I can have access to it here. And so I can have access to it inside of the subchunk header, I think. Wait a minute, why? Oh, I need to solve these errors. Okay, if I solve this, it will probably be... I'll probably be able to solve it. Let me think about it, but here's the problem. I don't need... When I... Sometimes I don't need to give it position. Like, why am I using both position and an ID? Wait a minute. Why am I using both position and ID? Because sometimes I just need the ID. I don't need a position. So I need two versions of this function to get the... so that I can have block states. I need two versions. So one without the position. And it will basically be the same with slight differences. Let's just copy it and we'll see what we need to delete. Here without the position. And so we need to remove this part. And this is the result. We save it. And if it has a block, if it doesn't have a block state, we'll cache it. Like that. And we return the result. And here we'll reuse it. Here we'll reuse it. Let me think about it. So here we don't need this. We'll first try to get to see if it has a block state. To see if it has a block state. If it doesn't have a block state, we'll we can, let me see. Here we can set it to be like get block and to use the ID, which will remove this part so that we don't have to change it 2 times every time. And here, if it has a block state, we'll save it here, else we need that if check once more. We need it once more here, I think. Let me think about it. Yeah, if we have it here, we can just return it. Yeah, we'll do that. Most likely this will be enough. Yeah, but it still is complaining about here. Why is it complaining here? Wix, I need some brains, Wix. Can you add infinite world height next? Why would we need infinite world height? Don't we have the desert right now? Well, I cannot run the game to show you, but we have the desert biome right now. Meanwhile, the desert being already added. Yo, what's up, Maskeli? What's up? Maybe try lighting to make some ambience for biomes. I don't even know what he's making. I'm trying to add a block state so we can have the rest on dust. Like, and that's it. And it's not simple to do. And keep of the war. There can be one biome exist same time also, maybe 2 biomes. If he recalls the generation, might be possible. Honestly, I could never do project like this with that much code. Me neither. Yeah, like me as well, because like I constantly started over. Like when I made a video announcing this C++ Raylip Minecraft clone, I got a comment that was funny, like with capital letters, another one. Because it's literally another Minecraft clone, like a 5th, 6th clone. I don't know. I lost the count of how many clones. Let's see. I had this where? Where did I have this? It was it here? No. Inside of here. Vector 3 hash. Oh no, it's inside of the world. I had it here. So am I missing an include, an org map, Raylip, subchunk, vector Q? What about subchunk, Raylip? I'm not missing an include. Cube mesh template, globals. Oh, maybe I'm... IDs, block factory. Am I doing like circular header files? No. It shouldn't be the case. So why is it complaining? Let's go inside of debug mode. Debug. Okay, this will give me proper errors. Oh, vector 3 doesn't know about vector 3. Also, I need to include Raylip. Oh no, I cannot put it here. Okay, if I put it inside of... Where is it? Where's the world? Here. What if I put it here? And to get it like... and where is this? Block factory. What do I include? I include the block. Okay, I can put it here where the block is. Do I include the block here as well? I include the sub chunk which includes the block. Okay, I can include it in the block. Yes, and here let's go here. And where did I use it? Oh no, I used it here in the world. Here. And here it should be like block. This. Block vector 3 hash. And why are you complaining? Inaccessible. Oh, should it be like public? Yeah, it should be public. Should be public. I'll just leave it here and hopefully it will solve most issues. Here, block. And let's see if there are any complaints. Of course there are. Okay, I removed it here. I don't know what it's complaining about. I removed it. Oh, cacheable, okay. Oh, I need to solve this, okay. I forgot about this. Don't I have defaults from here? Like if it has a block state or not. Let's set this with a capital letter, the fields. Let's set the fields with capital letter. I'll change the other ones for the consistency. I'll change the other ones for consistency. So can I remove these here? I don't need them. Redstone torch. Oh, this is with a capital now. This is with a capital. And do we need to remove anything else? No, that should be it. It's still lagging behind. Oh, here it should be block. Where is this? Inside of data. And here, block vector 3 hash. Anything else? This is the most annoying part when using C++, solving like compilation errors or linking errors. Yeah, for the person that wanted desert, you have a desert here. It manages to compile. For person wanting desert, there's the desert, but the foliage is like these redstone torches. Let's now test the block state. This redstone torch should have a block state. We need to interact with it in some way to change that lit and unlit variable. Because in Minecraft, redstone torches can be lit and unlit. And here we can change it with the stick, but it changes back instantly. We need to make it switch between them. This is the simplest block state we can do right now because it's a simple boolean. If we can do this, we'll be able to do it for the redstone dust as well, which has more complicated block states. Yeah, it has more complicated block states. What did I miss? You guys should see the Java version. Do you make tutorials? I have a single tutorial on this channel for the, what was it called? The Aspirite, this for pixel art. This is amazing for pixel art. I've used it ever since. It's a paid program, but I've compiled it. And like you can compile it from source code, and that's what the tutorial is for. There was no file organization, project management. Every code was pure Italian spaghetti. Maskeli doesn't like the Java clone. Hey, gonna be honest, but big projects like this and manual reports are really hard to maintain with big code base. Yeah, especially if you're a single developer. That's why I I'm currently working on a game. Hey Pets, congratulations on 1000 subscribers. Thank you, man. MC never. What VS version are you using? The 2026 one. But I'm thinking of using earlier versions, like 2019. We can change the skybox. Red torch can burn if it changes states so fast and stops working. Hey man, so you've gotten some negative comments on some of your videos. You saw that just now, like it's not something new. Just want to say that I've been loving your videos and I hope you can continue having fun learning creating. Yeah, thank you, man. You don't have to bother with the negative comments. They're at me, not at you. You don't need to bother with them. Like, it's fine. It's fine. Everything that gets attention will get both positive and negative. It's impossible to get 100% positive attention. Like, that's a given. And when everybody that becomes everybody that starts content creation, like, pays the fee. Like, it's not something surprising. Do you still have I have it only in the Java clone because here we don't have a player. How does your color, but I will make just like Minecraft does it. You have grayscale texture, then overlay color with proper power levels. Once you use ancient versions, try in Minecraft putting block, then torch on the side, redstone dust on top, and block on top of torch. Yeah. I was just expecting this cool debug torch, debug stick, because somebody in chat showed me this stick and it's very cool. And here, this has no properties. This has properties, but it changes back. I just really liked the stick and I was expecting it to work, but it didn't. But sure, we can do it the old-fashioned way. Stone, let's say. And we can turn it off. We can turn it off even like this. Yeah, like that. Yeah, to change states. So now, let's add a state for the redstone torch. Let's add a state. It already has one. We just need to access it. We implemented the initial, like you can call it architecture for a possible solution. We now need to test it. Let me think about it. So let's try when we right click to change that state. But we first need to save it. Let me think about it. Here we generate blocks. We just set them. Where are we going to work with the state? Let me think about it. When we create the block here, when we generate the blocks here, maybe. Here when we create the redstone torch. We don't even create it here. This is the block spawner. It creates it way after. Where is the initial state going to be created? That's what I'm curious about. Oh, I know where. No, I don't know where. I was thinking of doing it here in the mesh generation. Here when we get here where we use the block factory the first time. Here to give it let me think about it. And this will be difficult. Damn it. Damn, this will be difficult. Because, oh man, I need to separate them. The block state and the regular class. They need to be separated because here, I don't need the state here. They need to be separated. Or I could, let me think about it. Or I could save every block. Where was it? I could save every block here in this unordered map, no matter if it has block state or not. And to sometimes store them here, depending if I tell it to or not. And actually, let me think. Yeah, if no, we can do it. Man, this is difficult, man. I didn't expect it to be this difficult. I didn't expect it to be that difficult. Damn it. Hey, what's up? Sticks are cool. Hi, hey, can you read this? Say toast to prove your life. Maybe I'm not live and this is pre-recorded and you're a friend of mine just to make... Yeah, okay. Bro, dog, his OBS got the red dot under it. Yeah, because I'm streaming and recording at the same time. I realized you passed 1,000 subscribers because my YouTube didn't refresh. Congrats. Yeah, thank you, man. Congrats for 1,000 subscribers. Thank you. Dude with pigeon on his profile. Posing around. I think some mini games are like special object. Minecraft just throws that away. Here's firework. Can you add dark oak biome? Dude with pigeon on his prow. If redstone gonna be fixed, or at least work, possibly someone can make CPU in your game. That would be... I doubt that will be possible, but I'll do my best to have a CPU in my game. It's not in... Oh, come on, it's not inverted. It's not inverted. This is so for when it's here for the upside. Here, let's use the cactus as example. This is where here it connects with this. It's for then. It's for then. When it tries to connect with the upper one. But in order to make them connect and work together, we need the block state. Like, that's what we're doing this stream, but it's too difficult for me to figure out and I'm procrastinating with chat. Oh god, my eyes. Even when God gave answers, had more delay. Redstone but not pasting route, only but a full block. What coding language? C++ with Raylib, like dark. Why making a Minecraft to learn game development and make my own game that's heavily inspired by Minecraft? It's simple, actually. Is it in traditional Java like Minecraft or something else? Did you ever end up implementing the other comparator mode? So the rest one was actually a test. Read C++ on stream title. Yeah, must kill you. The only thing I did for the comparator is... let me open the Java clone. I have the comparator, but it doesn't do its main job to compare the signal strength. But in the C++ clone it will be different. In the C++ clone it will be different. We'll have the comparator and it will actually work. But here I'll show you the current version of the comparator. Java is just being slow, like usual. It needs to build everything. Yeah, here I'll show you the comparator. And from yesterday I lost the block hover in the Java clone, which was weird. And let's give it signal. And here the only thing I have for the comparator, it keeps the same signal. Like comparison to the repeater, the repeater will boost the signal that's coming. Here the signal is stronger than here. But I don't have the main feature where it compares signal. I don't have the main feature where it compares signal. Like it should compare both of these signals, but it's not. But here I can toggle this when you right click. Here I can toggle this if you right click, but that was simple. That's just the mesh itself. And there's something else I noticed as a difference, which I have no idea how to implement, is this. When I connected them like this, like ignore the mesh, but like here, if I give signal and remove it, you can see how instant it is. But in Minecraft, the comparator is, when you connect them like that, it acts very differently. Here, if you connect them in a circle, they have very weird reaction. Like now if I remove it, look at how they gradually extinguish. That's so cool. They gradually extinguish. And I don't have that. That's very cool. And I have no idea how to implement that. But we are far away from implementing that. We are still on the redstone dust. Here. We're still doing the redstone dust. We need the state. We need block state. Oh, yeah, what's up, Wix? You could just type def, or better yet, using vec to equal this, using block hash to be this. Yeah, that would be helpful if I use it many times, but we will not be using it that much more. Now, what did I miss with chat? So the redstone was... what are we doing right now? Какво правим в момента? We're trying to give block state to blocks. That's what we were trying to do. So that this torch can be turned off, and here the redstone can interact with each other. That's what we're doing. And it's not as easy as it sounds. You can make more money from Minecraft by making unique game, lol. Yeah, but my goal is to learn how to make a game. The next project will be, and even the next project, when I'm making a game of my own, the goal will not be making money, because you'll get like awful results and there'll be zero motivation when motivation is external. The goal will be, if I do my own game, the goal will be to make it an improvement to Minecraft Redstone, because it will be heavily inspired by Minecraft Redstone, my future original game. But as of now, we first need to implement one-to-one copy of the Redstone, and then I can do my own game. But having money as a goal, that's like just noise, that's a distraction, that's just distracts me from what actually matters. Can we get the nether? Like, if the goal is money, like the easiest way to get money is to get a job. Like, that's the easiest way to get money. Like, my goal here is different. My goal here is like to first to learn game development by making Minecraft clone, which I did in the first more than a year, already invested time. I'll probably reach 2 years doing this in a few months. And after that, I'll do my own clone. My own game. Yo, bro, chill. No need to add weapons to the sky. Java needs some love, that's it. Do you have collisions already done? I have them in my Java clone. First ever Dude, don't do Minecraft clone first ever project. That sounds scary. But I have no idea how I could do that. No, pick something simple. Even I did, as a first project, the... what was it called? The breakout game. Like, do a simple game. Don't worry about doing a Minecraft clone. And use a game engine, use Raylib. Don't do just straight away OpenGL. For sure, 100%. The block hitbox looks so sharp. Good job on that again. Thank you. Wow, looks like all Minecraft. Bubble repeaters in Minecraft are facing wrong directions. That's like the same issue in Minecraft Bedrock have too. Minecraft might have delay, like a debounce. Why does the redstone look like it's begging for mercy? What does that mean? I think redstone is doing rituals. No, the redstone was gonna extinguish. Oh, nice. Сега си няма блок стейтове. Have you ever... I didn't have block state. I had block states, but I did them in a bad... I did them in a bad approach, and I'm trying to do them much better now. The redstone massacre. Why the redstone praying to God? The auto translation shows you low-key, but yeah, I saw the original. Don't worry about it. Yeah, the auto translation is kind of bad. Sometimes it works. Like I have viewers from Turkey. It managed to translate what they were writing. I think people from Brazil, people were writing in French. It managed kind of to auto translate. Sometimes it works, sometimes like 50-50. The gradual decline with the comparators placed like that is because the comparators also delay by 2 ticks. When you remove the power, the signal strength goes down because their strength lost. Yeah, that's right. But what interests me the most when I saw that with the comparators is how gradual it is. I haven't seen this. It's super gradual. To me, that's the interesting part. Because with repeaters, I think it's a lot different. Here with repeaters. Like it's not that gradual. If I remove it, it even stays like this forever. It's not, it's very different. And somebody, when I made a video about this, implementing the comparators in my Java clone, somebody mentioned that this reaction of the comparator is very realistic to some real life electronic component. I don't know what it is, but somebody in the comments mentioned that it's a lot like in real life. And that was just interesting. My goal is also money and fame and power. You go, Maskeli. Go get the back. The glitches that's being added to your game should be made into a horror game. That would be cool. Between both comparators. Okay, then you're in the right way. Help me. The rest on doing rituals. Are we some... Come on, man. Listen, trying to back help. Hello. Here viewer is asking if it's true I've paid for box course. Yeah, I've paid, but it was a lot less than 29 because it gradually increased. Like I was the 4th member, and Bok has helped a lot. I've had lots of questions, and like this channel, like I got it to 1000 subscribers from like close to 300. Like it was very helpful. Like that was a very good investment for me because I'm a content creator. But I don't mention much about content creation to you guys because the focus here is Minecraft, making a Minecraft clone. I'm from Turkey, for example. Redstone wanna back to ascend to the sky. If you were to add Enderman, would you base it off? That's what Notch did. I'm not adding the Enderman. At least it's not a priority. Because our focus is the redstone. Because I want to speedrun so that I can make my own game inspired from Minecraft redstone. I want to speedrun it. If we get sidetracked with Enderman, it will take so much time. Comparator was one step paradox. Okay. Yeah, let's move on. Let's add the block state. So I want, okay, so this torch here let me think about it. Does the world generation ever spawn a block with a block state? That's my first question. Let's go here inside of a generated world. Is here a block anywhere here generated with a block state? That's very important to ask. Yeah, okay, here the snow has layer 1. Even the snow has block state. Okay, so even in world generation we have block state, sure. So where are we going to set up that block state? That's the main question. In the, maybe in the constructor here, in the constructor of these classes here, for example, the anvil, how it sets up everything, this to be set up. And where are we going to use this? We have two options here inside of the subchunk. We have two options. One option is when we generate the mesh, but this is called many times. The other option is when we generate the blocks, and this is called only once. Like it should be here from all places. It should be here, and we have the compute to use here because block generation doesn't take that much time. Mesh generation takes a lot more time than block generation. So let's this was actually for generating the tree. Let's remove it. This was for generating the tree. This was for the grass. And let's see if the grass still works. This is a slight sidetrack. Yeah, we have we have the grass, but it's in the desert. We can change it to the dead bush. We can change it to the dead bush. Oh, not this, not this. This. Yeah, so many dead bushes. Yeah, there may be too many dead bushes. What did I miss? Comparative input and output straight is the same. Oh, hello, what's up? You were the one that I doubted the previous stream. What's up? Someone please help me. How are you? Yeah, I'm doing fine. Bro, my text doesn't appear. How much of a pain was C++ to you? Huge pain when trying to like solve compilation issues and linking issues. Huge pain. But if there are no compilation issues, it's very cool. And when I had to solve a very annoying bug with arrays, because I was using a reference to the first element of an array, and I was accessing the fourth element, and there were 3 elements, and making changes to a fourth element that doesn't exist changed a different place inside of the code, which caused an extremely annoying bug. So sometimes there is pain, but it's not all the time. But when there's pain with C++, it's very like strong pain. Would be interesting, a bunch of redstone unit tests, something together after work. No, don't worry about it. I don't want to bother anyone. Grass have one. Bro, if your project has physics engine and realistic cars, so be good to drift in village. Would you add crafting? I have crafting, but in the Java clone. Here, if we like get wood, let's ignore I'm getting it with the sword. But here I have crafting. And I can do crafting table. Like the goal. Oh, let's ignore this. The goal, I haven't updated the mesh. It's using the old render system, the crafting table mesh. But I can right click it and like do whatever here. Oh. When Phoenix was reviewing my project, he was surprised that the state gets saved here. He was surprised. Because here, if we go away and go back and open the crafting table, it's still here. And do crafting tables have block state? I got curious. Crafting table. Like, does it store its... What does it store? Okay, I opened something. No, it's just a crafting table. Let's give ourselves the debug stick. The debug stick, and it doesn't have a block state. Oh, so me saving the items here is me giving the crafting table a block state. That's interesting. And he was surprised by that, Phoenix, that my crafting table had a block state. Yeah. This is Chipotle font texture. I'm just making videos. That's why here the viewer is asking if like I'm worrying about the textures being one-to-one. And like my thinking is like, this is just a video. I'm not releasing anything. If I distribute the textures, then that's a problem. But I'm not distributing them. That's my way of thinking. But at this point, this is so much progress done. I realize I'm from the past, help me. Instead, 2 pixels more each time. Snow texture. I think each state is 2 pixels more from the snow texture. Going back, grass invasion, grass desert, infinite stinglish, dead bush. The grass died. Zero is spotted because of dead bushes. It went to this stream. Like 2 pixels, then 4 pixels, then 6 pixels. Tip rich in a mugshot. That's just my profile picture. Why does your profile picture look like a mugshot? That's what I use. Come on, man. Like, I don't have any other picture. The height block X-ray. Has Phoenix SE looked at your project? He looked at it, but it's an old video. I showed you guys here. He looked at it, but it was 8 months ago. It was 8 months ago. So very old. The craft mine is only from crafting tables, don't store items, only chest. Oh, do chests have block state? Let's see that. That's interesting. Chest. Do they have a block state? Or maybe they use something else. They have a block state, but it's storing something else. Yeah, which face, what face it's looking towards. Yeah, now it's facing towards here, towards me, towards here. What else? What? Oh, this is for the double chest. I can set it to be a double chest. And now this is again the double chest. And then a single chest. Okay, but storing the block information is maybe somewhere else. It's maybe somewhere else. So what the chest holds, I'm assuming, is stored differently. I'm assuming it's being stored differently. And that it's not a block state. What did I miss? Did you add chaos time? No, I haven't. You could make small changes to the textures. So this is a Minecraft clone anymore, and you can share without Mojang getting pissed. I did it once for the 10 million TNT clone, which was... what was it? Yeah, here. Blowing up 10 million TNT. There's the GitHub repo. And here I am using this texture, bare bones. The bare bones texture. Here I have support for texture packs. And here you have the whole source code. And yeah. But for my project that's not the case. And the Java clone, I didn't release it with a texture pack. It doesn't have a... First, it doesn't have a texture pack. And second, what am I going to do with the mobs? Like, these are like Minecraft stuff. Like, I cannot... I don't know what to do with the mobs. Yo, what's up, Wix? It's easy to add CPU, just add computer craft. That's a comparator clock. Comparator clock fades gradually. Responders naturally reduces signal strength by 1 per block, causing prolonged decay before it finally turns off. Is there a title would be funny if one of the sparse text? No, I don't need help for textures. If there was a title, I think you already said that. And what are you thinking of doing with block entity? What am I going to do with block entities? I haven't thought about it. Just also have a waterlogged state. If you want to not get struck down, you could get someone else to make you a texture pack for the project. Should make a Discord. I just forgot some words. Yeah, I had a Discord, but I deleted it because it was distracting. Yeah, so here when we generate blocks, let me see now. Here when we generate blocks, what do? I directly set the ID. I directly set it. I need to create a function. I need to create a function for setting blocks. And it should be for the subchunk itself, so that it can use local positions. Yeah, for the subchunk itself. So void set block. I think I even have a function like that. No, not here. Void set block type ID type like this, and to define it here. So here we'll do, and it needs here the position. Which block are we setting? 3 local coordinates. Local coordinates. Will we change those coordinates? Maybe not. I don't think we're going to change them. So let's do a const reference. Here we only need to do blocks. And then local coordinates x. I think it was one-dimensional, the array. I think it was one-dimensional. Where was it? Yeah, it's one-dimensional. So how did I set it? Oh. What did I do? Here, position to index. I used this. Damn it. Let me think about it. So position to index, it returns an integer. Yeah, because it's one-dimensional. But I need the position as well. So let's pass it here. Set block type. Let's pass it also, because I don't want to calculate it again. Okay, let's calculate again. Position to index. Local coordinates x. Can it take just the whole vector? Yeah, it can take the whole vector. And we set it to type. But before that, we need to set the block state. Set block state. We need something like that. So let's do it in the factory. Oh, wait a minute. Or we should do it in the subchunk itself. In the subchunk itself. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, I got an idea. We could have the same array as the blocks, but to store pointers. They are just 4 bytes, I think. Pointers to the blocks. Since instead of, and it will be like 16 by 16 by 16. And the same way I set here block type to have a block state, which is just a pointer to something, to some kind of a class. Instead of every subchunk having a hash map. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. People can submit textures. No. I don't need textures. I don't need textures. Can you use math functions to generate special terrain? Yeah, there's like Perlin noise, 3D Perlin noise. Hey, what are you working on today? Trying to give blocks a block state because it's extremely important for most blocks. Almost every block has a block state. Like this snow has a layer to it, and I can change it with this stick, which increases the layer. This is the block state. And I'm changing it with this stick. Like this is a block state. How many layers it has? I need to have this functionality. And I need to store it somewhere. Oh, we can change the grass? Yo. Interesting. We can collide with the layers. That's interesting. What if we jump on top of here? Nothing happens. Yeah, we need block states, and I have two options. To store them globally. And I was thinking globally in a hash map where the keys are the block origins to the where was it? Here. To a shared pointer to a block class. That was my first idea. Then my next idea was to store them inside of subchunks. Every subchunk to have the same data structure, the same one. And then I got another idea. To have every subchunk to have the same array as this one, the blocks here, the same array as this one, but with pointers. Because a pointer should be like 4 bytes. A pointer should be 4 bytes. And so it will have a limit to how much is stored. And most of the pointers will be no pointer, something like that. They will point to nothing. They will point to nothing. But maybe the hash map is better approach. Maybe we could make for people submitting textures so you can erase without getting DMCA. But it's not just the textures, it's the models as well. I managed to do it for the TNT project since it only had TNTs and I just changed the texture of the TNTs. So like you could say like they're just some explosives. Like sure, and I'm using a different texture. But and that was the whole project. It was just TNTs. But for this project, where it's like one-to-one with Minecraft, where I have mobs, like here I cannot just do a texture swap. Like there will come a point where players will be like, okay, I'll just download the clone, even though it has different textures. It's kind of similar experience, like to have Minecraft for free. I don't want to. I don't want to risk it. By the way, I'm surprised someone like you doesn't use Linux. I did use Linux, but because of content creation, it's easier to use Windows. But if I was just programming, I would definitely be just using Linux. What should I use? Vim. I had used NeoVim. But just experiment with all of them and see from personal experience which one you prefer. Like, because just using VS Code with a Vim extension may be better for you. I love this project so much. It gives me inspiration to actually code, try to make things currently learning nice. Like every person that says that I inspire him, when they come here and like they show interest, they inspire me as well. They motivate me as well. It's like a win-win for both of us. How can I start to create world generation like this? Mine is very simple, just Perl noise. Like it's not that complicated. Just Perl noise and play around with the parameters. But you can overcomplicate it easily. Try remove snow and click on grass block. Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. Because I wanted to do that and I didn't. But since you suggested it, I'll definitely do it. Yeah, let's see what happens. It makes it snowy. What else? It just has this. Yeah, it doesn't have any other option. It just makes it snowy. Why is it grayscale on top? It shouldn't be grayscale. It should have a color. Oh, because it's only snowy when you have snow on top of it. It's not expecting to be this visible, because when you remove the snow, it's not snowy. Oh, there's a rabbit. There's a rabbit. I haven't seen a rabbit. They must be new. Yeah, that's interesting. That's crazy. How well does redstone function? Very badly. The Minecraft clone is already so advanced. Sorry guys, I'm gonna be inactive on June 6th, which means I won't be watching nor posting. When there's multiple layers, they get a collision. Block editor to a game. What would we do in the block editor? When you manage making block state, would you be able to make particles? They are not a priority. I hate cookies filter on YouTube Shorts. Here from last stream. Hello, what's up? Hello. Can you make it as a website? The block editor? Can't use Visual Studio. I've tried. Too complicated for me. What IDE editor would you use in Linux? I would use NeoVim in Linux. NeoVim is very cool. But that's me. Like you can use Visual Studio as well. Must have snow. Yeah, this is grayscale is a glitch block for I want the Minecraft grass. It's possible to see the snowy grass without snow on top of it. Super rare. Really? Same thing for me. I started working on my own OpenGL C++ game as well. Have fun, watch your streams on second screen. Yo, I'm a second screen content creator. Tiny takeover. Will you sell your I'm not selling my Minecraft code. Yo, what's up? Okay, I haven't seen you in a while. Is there not a Vim package for Windows? I think there should be, but I just need to set it up. Check out Z editor made in Rust. It is breath of fresh air, not another Electron-based bloatware VS Code clone. Sure, but I really like in Visual Studio the feature to open a project, just a folder, and to open just a folder here with CMake and automatically builds the CMake and runs it. Yeah, I lost the chat. Here is the chat. I lost the chat for a second there. I don't know why. It just crashed for a moment. I saw the rabbit and I smiled too far. Greetings from Ukraine, love Bulgaria, boys. Yeah, I think we have Bulgarians in Ukraine. But when clicking on pistons, the state it is powered doesn't have extended arm. Doesn't have extended arm. Where I'm from Bulgaria, just block with a hole. Good evening, colleague. Dobar večer, kolega. Good evening. Yo, I came in time to when the Russian dude copyrights Minecraft. Oops, another Bulgarian. Yeah. But we're not only like Bulgarians here. We have people from Turkey. We have from Philippines. We have from like French-speaking viewers. We have people from all around the world. That's why I prioritize speaking in English, since the audience is quite wide. So we were going to set the block state, and here we set the block type, and here I was thinking of using local coordinates. Let me think about it. Okay, let's do it. How much space does a shared pointer take? Is it like a regular pointer? I don't know that. Where is the block? Here a no, the block factory. Here a shared pointer. How much? 16 bytes. Really? 16 bytes? So that's like 4 integers, or like 4. Why does it store so much? Really? I don't need it to be shared pointer, I think. I think we can use a regular pointer for the block state. I think. Let me think about it. For the block state. Yeah, let's do regular pointers to the block. Block states. Let's do that. We can do an unordered map, which is a hash map, I think. We can do that as well, but let's just do it like this. And this 8 bytes? Why is it 8 bytes? How much is an integer? How much is an integer? Does it show it? Come on, show me an integer. Online CPP. And here, come on, man. Here, size of int. Size of int. Yeah, integer is 4 bytes. So what if it's a void pointer? Like a pointer to, yeah, 8 bytes. Why do they need 8 bytes? So maybe it's better to use hash map, like an unordered map. But I will need to maybe. What do you guys think? Because you are on x64, pointer on x86 is 4 bytes. Well, on x64 is 8 bytes. Okay, yeah, thank you, X. You're the brains. Thank you, X. My bad, I assume from accent, Turkish, but from Germany. Nice Slavic accent. Greetings. Appreciate Pizza live stream. Try block state. Appreciate. Thank you, man. Where do you learn C++? From Java, like I did the Java clone and I just transitioned to C++. In in university, they taught us C++. But in university, I had subjects like the object-oriented programming, functional programming, like there were in C++. These subjects, intro to programming was in C++ in the university. And then I did lots of projects. Then I did the Java project. What's the general, and from the Cherno has really good tutorials. What's the general plans for this project? To make a one-to-one clone with the redstone side of Minecraft, and then to make a game heavily inspired by the Minecraft redstone. 8 bytes, yeah. Int is 4 bytes on 64 ports. What have you done while I was gone? Okay, not that much. Let's comment by. These are boards. Old man, I'm a go. Good luck, man. Bye, man. I made the first clone in Godot and now in Python. Why did you switch from Godot to Python? The biggest difference is that Godot has many pre-built features and its engine is much simpler. University right now, anything you want to tell me? Make friends in university. Go to like clubs, go out, meet with friends. In university, the most useful thing you have is networking and meeting with people. I didn't do that. That's one of my regrets, that I didn't make friends in university, because all of those people in university will go into the field, and to have connections in multiple like companies will be really helpful for your career if you want to like find a job, because friends help each other in finding a good job, especially now with AI, where junior devs like interns, it's hard to find an entry-level job. And so like make friends, make connections, because I didn't do that and I regretted not doing it. And that's because you can learn on your own. You can learn in home, you can learn without university, like you can learn even better without university. Like depends on what's the subject. If it's medicine, like it should be in university. But for programming, like you can learn it everywhere. But yeah. More control over OpenGL Godot is very difficult to optimize. A Godot expert, we maybe will differ. I'm not a Godot expert, but I'm sure there's some Godot expert that will be against this statement. Good advice. Yeah, make friends. And the other benefit, not only that you get like, it will be easier to find a job, but doing exams when you have friends in university is a piece of cake, because they can help you out when you cannot understand anything. And in university, like computers, mathematics, those are all difficult subjects, and being all on your own is very difficult. If you have friends, exams will be piece of cake, even no matter how difficult they are, because you'll struggle together, like. And very good friendships form when you struggle together to beat something. Like when you manage to take the exam, a difficult exam together, like you both made it, like that's a experience you'll remember for a long time. I got 5 years of C++ experience and still going to uni to make some networking and other minor things. I saw the Godot clone you showed earlier. Oh, okay, my Godot clone is not like good, but its developer is. Oh yeah, okay, the GDCraft one. I'm the one who helps them out, not the other way. Lol. I have 9.5 GP out of 10. Okay, my grades are very low. I'm the one that needs help. Like on calculus, I needed so much help that it was very difficult to get calculus, but I managed somehow. I don't want to mention how many years it took me to take a 5-year degree. It took me too many years to finish it. More than 4 for sure. I had to repeat some exams. So this should be 8 bytes. How much memory will this take? Let's see now. How much memory will it take? Let's see the RAM. It's still at 500 megabytes. Why is the RAM still 500 megabytes when every sub chunk has... Oh, I haven't initialized it. Let's initialize it in the here, in the constructor here. Block states. New block. Oh, but is it... Wait a minute, is it... Wait a minute, I'm doing it wrong. This is just an array of blocks. It's not an array of pointers. What if it's like this? And then here, can I do it like... how was it done in C++ to do an array of pointers? Here, like, can I do it like this? Yeah. And now the size should be like 16 by 16 by 16 by 8. Maybe. Let's run it. Okay, how much did the RAM increase? It went up very little actually. But the render distance is very low. It's like 20 by 10, 20 chunks. World size, maybe. If I increase it... So which approach should I take? Should it be pointers to the class block, an array of pointers that's 16 by 16 by 16, or should it be just a hash map? I'm not sure which one of the two. Well, it depends how I'm going to use it. If most of the blocks will be used, will have block states, it will be this. But not in most sub chunks, there may not be even any block states. Maybe hash map is better, like the unordered map. And to optimize Godot, that Godot developer that made GDScript of GDCraft, that developer that made Minecraft cloning Godot, I think he used C#. I use GDScript instead of C#. Yeah, you can use C# unless you know how to write efficient C#. Avoid GC allocs if you are doing 2D game, disable and strip a lot of Godot 3D features. You need to compile it from source. Oh, that's interesting. See, I told you it's possible. I told you there's a Godot expert that will tell you otherwise. Like, are you good with Godot, Wix? Like, I didn't know this that you can disable 3D features if you compile from source. I didn't know that. Perseverance is key. You guys have 5-year degrees, mine is only 4. It's undergraduate degree. How long did this take? Oh, I hate C# unfortunately, but thanks for the tip. My degree was 4 years, but it took me more than 4 years because I was a slow learner, because I had zero motivation. Let's focus. It took me almost double the 4 years. I'll just say that. It's but at least I finished it. Yo, hello, what's up? Let's see now. Okay, I'll not use this. I'll use hash map. I'll use which is just an unordered map. Hopefully it will not be a big issue if I use that. Let me think about it. So here, just it will be the same as, where is it? Here, Let me see. This part. Let's take this part. Now I'll put it in the subchunk. How much space will it take? 64 bytes. 64 bytes. And this is if it's empty. That's if it's empty. And if we go to the constructor and remove this, and how much is the RAM now? The RAM is, how much is it? No difference. No difference. No difference. Yo, how are you? Good, good. What's this name? HDGBD. I don't know how to call you. I don't know how to call you. Yeah, I'm about to change it. Yeah, I don't know how to call you. How's your day going? Nice. Yo, we also have a DJ, PJ. Like, guys, you have difficult names to say. Create a Minecraft using my programming. You have your own programming language. Go to a channel to see it. I'm not very good with people. Most of them are acquaintances, but not friends. I have very few friends, but they are extroverts and have lots of friends. Well, I recommend it randomly. Seems interesting so far. Nice. I created a Minecraft using my programming language. Go to channel to see it. You already said that. Oh yeah, he's streaming again. Yes. Yo, hello. What's up? Let's see now. Yeah, okay, let's add the block state. Let's add the block state. So here, when we set a block, but what will happen when we change a block ID? Because now we need to manage the block state as well. We need to... Yo, thank you, man. Supporting my fellow dev. Thank you, man. This means, like, no matter the amount, this means a lot, the support. Even just, like, to me, it's enough that you guys are here sharing this moment with me. Because without streaming, I'll just be, like, on my own. It's, like, very lonely profession when you're not, like, working with a company, with a team. So having you guys is cool. Like, making me company, and, like, this is, like, going above and beyond. But thank you, man. Hello, really cool that you're pulling of here. What does pulling of here mean? This is such a cool project that I just got recommended. I love the fact that you don't cut out all the programming in your videos. Yeah, maybe some people will complain about the programming. Super unique and interesting. Keep going. Yeah, it's difficult, man. It's a difficult balance how much programming I should show, because some people, like, don't want any programming. Like, if you look at... Yeah, okay. It's difficult to give an example right now. So when we set a block type, we can save the block state as well. But what if we later on change that state? Here, for example, now it was air, it had no block state, but this should have a block state. When we destroy it, when we remove a block, now we should remove the block state as well. Now the block state should be cleared, and when we place a block, it should create the new block state. We need to manage that. That won't be easy. Yo, hello, what's up? What's up, what's up? We need to abstract it away so that we don't forget every time when setting a block. Let me see. This function here, I was going to say, like, when we set a block to set the block state as well, but we don't know if it has an existing block state. That's the problem. Let's do an attempt. And let's do it like in the block factory. I'll have to change the block factory a bit. Let me see now. Here, instead of local coordinates, we can just use the index, the block index. We can directly use the index so that we can set it here. And here, it will be just the index as well, I think. Here will just be the index. Block states. Contain. It's an unordered map. Sure, if it can. Oh, the key. Oh, and I can set the key to be just an integer. This will simplify it. Yeah. And how big is it now? It's still 64. It's still 64. What else? So we need. Let me think about it. We don't need to return anything. Block states. Let me think. If it already has a state, we can just swap it actually. Can't we directly do this even if it doesn't have one, because it's shared pointers, right? It's using shared pointers. They should automatically manage themselves. Yeah, it's shared point. Should I make them unique pointers actually? Because I will not be sharing them around, I think. Let me see now. No, I will need the block state. I'll need to get... Yeah, it's shared pointer. Yeah, shared. Because I'll need to get the block state at some point. Whoa, you're tackling Redstone now. Redstone 2 hard low. Well, in my Java clone, I already tackled Redstone, so it shouldn't be that difficult. Like I already had Redstone. It shouldn't be that difficult. But my goal is to make it exactly like in Minecraft. Means it's really impressive what you're doing. Oh yeah, this part. Okay, yeah, thank you, man. Lots of data and states. Also made a typo of not off. Oops. Yeah, it's amazing. Is this your first game dev No. This is not my first game dev project. No. This is far from the first. I would love to know C++. I was the same, but I rushed it. I picked C++ too early on. I was not ready for it. Going to Java made it easier to learn. I first... Yo, hey, Gold, new sub. I'm strong in Java. Are you planning on making it an exact clone of Minecraft? Actually, yes. Here, for this Java clone, the goal was to make it survivable, to be able to survive. And it was possible to survive. This was the goal. And I made it possible to craft, survive. I have caves, lighting, everything. But now for the C++ one, the goal is to replicate just the redstone. We're focusing only on the redstone. And once we achieve that goal, to have the redstone implemented, one-to-one like Minecraft, or maybe to make it even better, then the next goal will be to make an original game heavily inspired by Minecraft redstone. That's the idea. And hopefully it will not take too long. Like, hopefully less than a year we'll have my own game. I don't see with classes. I don't know modern C++. Any tips on how to learn? Stick with the simple things, what already C provides, and gradually add new features only when you need them. You do not need to learn everything C++ has to offer. Just stick with a few basics, become good with them, like learn the basics, what already is in C, and add gradually what you want, your own game, what game you're building. I'm not building it right now. It will be in the future after we are done with this project. How do I start off? Oh, come on, guys. Like, I'm not an expert on C++. I just started. Okay, not technically, but the Cherno is your place to go for C++. The Cherno knows C++. I am still learning. I'm still learning. Like, I made tons of mistakes. If an expert in C++ looks at what I'm doing, he'll be like, this guy knows nothing about C++. So, like, I'm not the guy to give you guys advice on C++. I recently moved from Java, and if a Java expert looks at my Java project, he'll be like, this guy knows nothing about Java, because, yeah, I'll not waste time explaining it, but you get the point. I know enough to get things barely working, let's just say that. So for the subchunk, I'm setting block type here. And what's the problem? Oh, here it needs to be like set to... It needs to be std make shared. Make shared. And... oh no, we have a problem here. We have a problem. I need it to be... Let's use the factory. Block factory. Get block. And the ID. And this is the block state. But not every block has a block state. How am I going to check if it has a block state? Let's take it before this. Let's do here shared pointer time block. And here let's get the block. And if it has a block state, to store it here, the block itself. That's the block state. It's the block itself. I think we haven't even tested it. We haven't even tested it. If this, because my idea is it possible to convert it back from this block to the, for example, a redstone block that has the actual state? I'm not sure if it's possible, but we'll try. We'll see. And if it doesn't work, like, that's the way I learn. Not from tutorials, it's from like doing, it's like, can I do this in C? Like, you guys ask how I learn C++. It's this way, like making mistakes. I say to myself, I know something about shared pointers, enough to use them barely. I know this, I know that. And I think of an idea, can I do this? I'm not sure if I can do this, something in particular. I do an experiment, I play around with it. If you play around with information, you learn, that's how you learn. And here I'm not sure what will happen, and we'll see. And this will be a data point, and this will be a slight improvement. And this improvement will help me out, my future me. Because the next time I'll have better understanding of what's possible and what not. What if I run it now? Okay, it works. At least it's compiling. Where are you from? I'm from Bulgaria. And what are you currently working on? I'm working on giving blocks a block state, which is extremely important. I didn't have that in the Java clone. And the block state is... Oh, it's the bunny. Block state is like this for the snow. This is a block state. How many layers the snow has. This is block state. It's very simple to understand. And this is information in addition to the block ID. And I need to store it somewhere. I need to store it somewhere. Do you have some ideas about that game? It will be heavily inspired by Minecraft Redstone. That's the only idea I have. Yes, but you're still better than me. Okay, but you're better than me on other things. Like, you have spent your time on something else, and you're a lot better at me and at it. Like, we cannot be good at everything. There are a lot of websites like Geek Tutorial have amazing courses of C++. And I'm sure I'll find a problem in C++ that I don't know, and you'll know it. Like, better than me, to me, means nothing. Try making using Java. I've already done it. Have you tried Golang? I haven't actually, but I've heard about Golang. There is many aspects of development. Yeah. Yo, this is too white. Store it. You could in an array in a block struct. I'm just storing it in a hash map. Came from the recent YouTube video. By the way, great video. Thank you, man. Thank you. Man, you don't know how much time I spent on that video. That video took so much time. I'm not sure if making the videos is worth it. Like, do you guys like the videos? Like these videos here. Like, okay, this video like nobody had interest in, but like, should I make these videos? Because they take so much time, man. So much time. You cannot imagine. They took so much time. Is it worth it? So many languages. Yeah, I found you through the videos. Okay, so that's good. That's good. So it should be worth it. The last one was pretty good. What about the other ones? What about the other ones? What's up? Yeah, it's kind of you're my best. Wait. What about the other ones? I personally like this kind of content. Yeah, nice. What's up? Just take out clips from these live streams for the videos. That could work. Yeah, but I have to do them. I bet I can. Yeah. Yeah, let's focus. So this compiles. This is a good sign. And now this block should have a block state. Let's try to change it. Let's try to change. And actually, let's try something else. Let's try something else. Let's try to use that block state in the mesh renderer. Let's do that. Let me think about it. So in the... Wait a minute. Let me think about it. So where is it? When we create the mesh, when we generate the mesh, where is it? No. Where is it? Here, generate mesh. And here we get the current block. We need the current state as well. Let me think about it. How are we going to do that? We can do if, let me think about it. If we can do two things here. One of them I think is the best approach. If like block states contains the position to index. Int current position index. If it contains it should have a block state. Position to index here. If it contains it, here can I put it this here, and then here this to be the current position index directly. And then this, if it doesn't have a block state, to just do it from the block factory. Something like that. And what did I mess up here? Okay. And so for the... let's try to run it. Okay, and now let's make it, this should have a block state. Let's make it when we right click to change the block state of the torch. It should have a block state right now. it should have a block state. How much RAM are we using? Okay, 500 megabytes. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. I think in the long run your videos would gather more viewership over time, so I think should be worth it. Could you tell me how you store block properties like hardness, textures, block states? Maybe I can make Minecraft knowing into int is enough. I just store as an enum the block type, only that. Every block in the world just stores a block type. And I have this singleton factory. When I give it the block type, it will return me a class. And this class has the extra information I need. And inside of it, I even have the block state for a block if it has a block state. Like the redstone torch, it has if it's lit or unlit. That's how I manage it so far. So now let's make it so, let's try to change this lit and unlit variable. Let's try to change that. Let's try to change it. So inside of the game, let's ignore this, you didn't see it. When I right click this, I need it to become unlit. That's what I want. That's the goal. If we manage to do that, we are golden. I mean, yeah, I already read what's up with YouTube. Let's see what's up with Twitch. I mean, first time hearing about you, and if it was interesting enough that instead of watching another video, I came to your Twitch, should probably mean something to you. Yeah, it means enough. It literally has 10k views in one day. Pretty good for your channel. Yeah, thank you, man. Like I'm trying my best. I'm trying my best. For blocks like redstone, you could store the values in JSON file, but it cannot be just in a JSON file. It needs to be at runtime, that data. I cannot be constantly reading a JSON file. And link each state to a specific texture. No, I'm not using the texture. JSON files are sort of... No. I'm not interested in this approach. Maybe you can pull it off, but I cannot. I appear to be new. Loki, I wanted to make a game, but I don't know how to make people can import files and presets, like how to make game able to read the files. Hi, hello. JSON parsing is expensive. You should look into bit fields. What do you mean by that? Like I've used bit fields to pack and unpack data. So one integer is like 32 bits, and inside of it I've managed to store a couple of variables inside of one integer. That's when I've used bit fields. Are you interested in chatting about game dev on Discord whenever you're free? I'm not. Well, can you be more specific? That's too general. That's too general. Let's make it so. No, don't worry about the dead trees. There. Don't worry about them. Let's make it so when we right click here inside of the main, let's remove this. Let's remove this. We don't need it. Remove this. It just clutters the code. We don't need this. So let's see mouse. Okay, mouse right button. Here. This is for placing items. We'll remove this code. We want to change the current block state. How are we going to do that? We need a reference to the subchunk. So we need subchunk. We need a shared pointer subchunk. We need reference to the subchunk to get it from the world. Get subchunk. Block hover and subchunk origin. That's it. Now we have access to the subchunk. Now what do we need? We need the block state. We need the block state. So let me think about it. The block state is a shared pointer to a block, which is from the subchunk block states, and then I need the position to index. So subchunk position to index, and here I'll use the local position. Local position. That's it. So we have the block state, and right now it's just a block. Let's run it and see if there's any issues. Now when we right click here, okay, nothing crashed. That's good. Actually, let's do a debug point. Should we? Okay, can we now transform this into a redstone torch? That's what I am interested to see. Can we do it? Or do I need to make a virtual method that's like get metadata? That would be very annoying if it needs to be like that. If you want to optimize memory, you'd want to pack things down and sort fields from largest to smallest to store redstone level. Yeah, right now I'm not trying to optimize the memory. Right now, because it will complicate things unnecessarily. Right now, if I need to keep it simple so that it's easy to iterate and make changes. If I start optimizing now, it's like having to work with a zip file. You have to decompress to work with it, compress it back again. The same with optimization. It's not the time for optimization. What did I miss? There's start with text files first using later you should learn SDL or I'm using Krelip right now. I'm fluent in Scratch. Minecraft's hard in that programming language. Yeah, are you thinking about sharing this game? No. Hello, I'm a new person. I've never used C++. I know it's like C. It's too hard for my knowledge at the moment. Still cool to see people calling Minecraft in C++. Nice. I know JavaScript, my main fluent language. Yeah, okay, it's difficult, but you can still make some sort of a state. Like, try to see what you can do. You don't need to make it one-to-one. Try making multiplayer. Because I meant general chat. I'm interested in your project's mindset, motivation, design choices, language choices. Like, do you want me like to be a mentor? Like, I cannot prioritize. Like, I have other priorities. I've been making my games for almost 10 years. Nice. So you have lots of experience. You have more experience than me, probably. You would be my mentor. You would be my mentor. Hello, what's up? Air, what's this? Listening only. What does this mean, listening only? Is this... So is my stream ASMR to you? If it's just listening only? Wait, how do models work in this? Are they just FBX files or something else? They're JSON files. Each model, block model. Because Minecraft uses JSON files. I did it once with JSON parsing and ran really fast. Hello bro, I'm new here. Hello bro. What do you think about AI and game dev? Are you using it somehow? Okay, you're trying to start somehow a topic here. I want to start a topic, especially AI, since this will be talking here for half an hour just on this. And I get sidetracked enough by chat. I've talked about it multiple streams already. like Maskeli, other regular viewers have heard me talk about it enough. Listen only is just a tag that you can customize on Twitch. That makes a lot of sense. I can see Anvil JSON file. Yeah, I'm not talking about oh yeah, I'm talking about friendly discussion on the topic of game dev and bigger projects. I could say let's just chat on Discord without a server, but I don't have even a Discord. I'll think about it. Join tomorrow the next stream. I'll think about it until the next stream. It should be the same time as today, and I'm streaming every day at this time for 3 hours. I cannot answer right now. I don't have an answer, but sounds interesting. Like I would love to chat with other people. How someone as good as you has only 1,000 subscribers? I don't know, man. How is a cool viewer as you spending his time with someone like me? Like, don't worry about it. Yeah, but thank you, man. Thank you. What's up? Are you using C++ only or Unreal Engine? I'm not using Unreal Engine, but I'm interested in Unreal Engine. It has a lot of possibilities, but the learning curve is so steep. Like, I'm fine with Relic. Relic is my favorite one to use. Wait, is there classes in CPP or is that a Java thing? There are classes in C++. Like, C++ is object-oriented. So, okay, here, can we do this? Can we do... Can we convert this block to std shared pointer to redstone torch? Can we do that? Torch state. Oh, there's a problem. Here, sure, even if it's possible, it still doesn't help me. Because, okay, here I know it's the redstone torch, but usually I wouldn't know what it is. I would need to do a switch, just like in the block factory, and iterate through every possible type. Damn it. Let me think about it. What if, can we, okay, I have another idea. Here is the main issue, guys. This is the main, this is what's like the hardest part to figure out. Like, this is what's bugging me. And here, the block state is different for every block. Here the layer is integer from 1 to 8. From 1 to 8. This has a boolean value if it's snowy or not. Like, every block has different metadata. Every block has different metadata. Okay, I have an idea. We can have block state be just 32 bits. And to pack data inside of it. And here I'll check if it's like block ID redstone torch. Here I'll do if like ID if it's like redstone torch. If it's redstone torch, the block state will be an integer of 32 bits that I've packed data inside it. And so I'll unpack just the boolean, if it's lit or not, to be just to unpack it. For example, it should be like the first bit. So this is like 32 bits, so 32 zeros and ones. And the first one or the last one, depending where you start, let's say if it's 1, it's lit. If it's 0, it's unlit. I can do it this way, the metadata, to pack and unpack it inside of a single integer. I can do it that way. No. Actually, okay. My bad. We can still do something else. Yeah, let's try the initial idea. I like that idea with unpacking and packing, but let's try the simpler approach. Let's try this approach. Redstone state. Can I do This is the easiest approach. If this works, I think this will be the best one. Can I do this? Do we need to convert it? Can I do like static cast? Something like that? Like static cast? Can I do something like that? Can I do something like that? No. Yeah, expects this. Can I do something like this? No suitable conversion. Can I do... Like, can I go from the parent to the child? Because I know this block state for sure started as a redstone torch. It started like that. Can I convert it back to the child class? Can I do that? Dynamic cast. Okay, dynamic cast. Thank you. Dynamic cast. Oh, I misspelled it. I misspelled it. My English is perfect. Dynamic cast must be a reference to complete. So I cannot do it with shared pointers. Oh, should I put it inside here? Here, maybe? Can I do it here? Oh, no. That will not work. That will not work. That will not work. Damn it. Dynamic cast share pointer. Can I do that? What's this monstrosity? Okay, here we have A, the type A, and want to do it to type B, maybe. So here dynamic cast. Oh, okay, I'll do this thing. I'll do this thing. I was just doing it wrong. So here dynamic cast. Dynamic cast. Reference. No. Here is the reference. A reference. And here block state, the referencing it. Okay, can I access the lit? Yeah, I can access the lit one. Okay, and can I set it to be unlit? Set it to be unlit and to update the mesh model. Let's do that, man. If this magic works, that would be very cool. That would be so cool if that works. Hey, come on, man. Exception. Init plain pointer to block to cast it to redstone torch. Damn it. Yeah, here. Access violation. Oh, I cannot write to it. I was trying to write to it. Access violation. Oh, we're in release. Let's do in debug. Let's do in debug to see what exactly is the issue. I feel like we're somewhat close to doing it. Okay. Block state. Wait a minute. It's null. Oh, there isn't any state there. Okay, I see. There isn't any state there. There is a chance we can do it. Best way to learn C++, I mean, you can answer me and say the best way to learn it. Just do projects, invest time, improve every time little by little. It's very simple but hard to do because you may get bored and want to distract yourself. You need safety check. Yeah. We can manage without the safety check temporarily. Watching people code and explain more complex is like cigarette break. I don't know what's the feeling cigarette break. I don't smoke. I hate smoking. Yeah, here, this is a good problem to have since I know how to fix it. We'll ignore doing a safety check as of now. We'll ignore doing a safety check. The problem is there isn't a block state set. There is no block state that is being set. And is it true? Is that true? Or am I getting it the wrong way? Let's see which one of the two is. But I feel like we're extremely close to having a block state. I feel like we're extremely close. Here, block states, it has size 1, raw view, key, hash function. Oh, this element. Here it has an element, and the second is empty. It's just a block. It's just a block. It's empty block. Why is it empty? Why is it empty? Why is the state empty? I set it here. Here. I should set it here. Let me think about it. No, this is generating the mesh. Where do I create the state? Oh, I get it. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm not using the function we created. I'm not using the function. Let's go to the block spawner. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Where is the block spawner? Here. And let's do spawn blocks. Oh, come on. Block spawner. And here is spawn blocks. Here. Position. Here we need to get access to the subchunk itself. We need the subchunk itself. And we get it. I'll just copy this here. So, and we need access to the world. We need access to the world. So block spawner, we need world header. And so here we can get it from the position, the subchunk origin. Here the local one. And now here we have the subchunk. Here we can set the block type to be what? Data, the index and the type I need to give it. So I need to give it the index. And what's the type? This should be the type. And this should solve the problem. This should solve the problem. Okay. This exception. Let's see. Let's debug it with a breakpoint. It should have a block state. And it's empty. Okay, we can think about it. We need to debug it, but it's hard to do a debug point in the generation of blocks. Here inside of the subchunk. Where was generate blocks? No, it's inside of the block spawner. Block spawner. Spawn blocks here. Set block type. Here, let's debug it only when the, like, if block type is redstone torch. Only then to debug it, to see if this is happening. Okay, do we go inside of here? That's what I want to know. Yes, we go inside of here. Okay, let's go here. Position to index, I don't care about this. Set block type. The type is redstone torch. Nice. Now what happens here? I get here from... Oh, I'm using the wrong one, I think. Okay, let's see what happens here. Okay, it creates redstone torch. It's saving it in the cache. Why? Redstone torch. But even so, it still returns it. It still returns it. It returns it. We have access to it here as a block. Sure. And yeah, we have here lit equals true. Perfect. Oh, and this gets skipped. So it's having problems with this function. That's it. That's the only issue. This is returning false for some reason. Yeah, that's the issue. Redstone dust. No, redstone torch has block state. This should be true. Man, because of this mistake, we had to debug so much. Because I forgot to set this to true. Oh my god. I have debug points. Let's remove them. Continue. And let's see. I think it changed it. I think it changed it. But it's not turning off. The redstone torch is not turning off. Let's see what I miss. Oh, this is the first time I heard I hate smoking from a Bulgarian. Yeah, everyone in Bulgaria smokes, sadly. I hate it because if a family member smokes, it's like it's getting your family member away from you. Like it lowers your lifespan. Like that's super. Like the worst thing is smoking. I hate smoking a lot. Why are you interested in developing Minecraft more than other projects like Terraria? Because Terraria it has more of a focus on the visuals. Like I have a bigger chance doing something along the lines of Minecraft. I cannot catch the vibe of Terraria. Like Terraria has all those cool bosses. There the focus is more on the bosses, the weapons. The music is very cool. But in Minecraft, it's the world, the survival experience. And even more when I'm focusing on the redstone, it's more my vibe. It's just personal preference. Talking specifically about libraries working with... How can I, for example, understand how to render a window? Using your example as you taught. I render a window using... when I was using OpenGL, I just used glfw. But here, Raylib handles it for me, I think. Like here in Raylib, it's extremely easy. And for the other library, I assume it will be the same. Here in Raylib, it's just init window. Is that simple? It's simple. Init window. That's it. It handles glfw and everything. And in your library, I assume it should be the same. If not, just use glfw to render a window. When the redstone torch and redstone torching, when running the game, are your functions called asynchronously? Everything is on one frame, on one thread, so everything is synchronous. You could add a print function to see if it works properly. Respect for pets, SC. Why are you calling me SC? For not giving up on, I'm giving up and using AI because of unfunctioning redstone torch. if I use AI, I'll be outsourcing my thinking and like I will not get the satisfaction of solving the problem. It will be so boring. I'll recommend Raylib since it's the easiest graphics library. And yeah, you can use Raylib with many other languages. It has bindings probably even for Java. If the language is popular, it will have bindings for it. So when we generate the mesh, it should be using the state, right? It should use the proper state. Here, when we generate the mesh, here, and let's remove that if statement. Where did we have it? Here, let's remove this. Come on. Come on, I want to... Yeah, like this. And let's go to when we generate the mesh for the here. It should take it from here. Do we ever reach here? Yes, we reach here. We managed to reach here. So F10, and this is, yeah, this is the torch. Perfect. So it's getting the block state. Okay, let's continue. And just before we right click, oh, but we need to wait for everything else to render. Oh, come on. Let's make it to release since it's faster, and let's make it to release with debug temporarily. Release with debug info. And let's start it just so everything generates. Just so everything generates. Okay, everything has generated. So now if I put here, a breakpoint, it shouldn't break here. Only when I hit here, but there is an issue. I have a couple of torches around me. Let's remove them so they don't cause the breakpoint. Is there any other torches around? Okay. And now let's put a breakpoint for when we generate the mesh, and let's right click. Okay, fine. And what's the state here? What's the state here for this chunk? Yeah, here, lit equals false. We've changed the block state. We managed to do it. We managed to change the block state. And why is it not using it? Why is it not using it? Why is it no? Why is it no? Wait, why is it no? It's no. Why is it no? Excuse me? Which position is this? 2855. 2855. It's this. The one we changed. It's the one we changed. And it's no. Why is it no? Why is it no? It's the one we changed. We're so close. How did you learn all of this? I don't mean the database, but what do you mean database? The libraries. Just by using them. And using documentation, cheat sheets. Like you set yourself a goal. Like here, I want a block state. I want blocks to have a block state. Like this, the sun here. I want blocks to have block states. I set a goal and I do my best to achieve it. And you repeat this again and again. And by trying to achieve my goal, I learn a little bit of the libraries that I use. How is it recreatable using Python, do you think? Sure, why not? Okay, shut the device down and sleep. Hello, do you remember me from your first stream? Hello. Sorry, man, I've forgotten. I'm a bad streamer, man. I've forgotten. It's on my part. If you use YouTube well, it can help a lot. Like from people I remember Maskeli, who now has a different name. I remember like All Kill. There was this the water guy. But some people are difficult to remember because they have difficult names. I was the first one. Yeah, I'm new. If you were on stream chatting, you'll be on the vote for forever. Like, don't worry about it. First viewer. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Yo, just came back. Were you successful in doing the redstone torch block state? We're close. We're very close. We're very close. Because here we managed to store it. Here we have the torch block state. We managed to store it. But when we get access to it, it's null pointer. And we managed to change it. We managed to change it to store it. But now it's null pointer. And that's very weird. And I don't understand why. Why it's null. Using C++ only, I think. Yeah, okay. No, okay, I read all of this. Yo, what's up? I see your stream every day on my front YouTube page. I'm personally trying to do Terraria clone to do some 2D first. That's good. But I also want to do it without Relief. Just use Relief. It will be so useful. Also add custom skin. I fix problems through resuming the project, and the problem always gets revealed through other stuff. I got quads with OpenGL. I got drawing done. Nice. Let's see now. We have 15 minutes left. We have to speedrun this. Current block is null, man. Here, like, we go inside this conditional. It's true. The block, it contains this object. It contains it. And I'm checking it. It's here. I have it here. And I try to get access to it, and it's null. Why? Is it because I'm already accessing it at another place as well, and I cannot access it 2 times? Or maybe because I dereference it once? Man, that's very weird. Are you trying to make one-to-one clone? Specific version? No, I'm just focusing on redstone. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a Minecraft expert, so I know something. Some things you are saying, and also I make games using those, so yeah, don't worry about it. I wish I saw the whole life and continue, but I'm fighting to lift an eyelash. That's very descriptive. Position index. I don't really know anything CPPC, just suggesting hopping low. Let's try it again. No, actually, let's continue here and see what happens. So current block is null. It goes through the neighbors. And here, current block, generate mesh. Wait a minute. What is it doing here? JSON model file name is the redstone. Oh, I see. It's working actually. Yeah. Oh, I get it. Here, let me see. Here, yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Let me see. So here, let's remove this and have it be here actually. Let's have it here. Damn it. Let me think about it. I need my own function. I need my own function for generating a mesh here. I need my own function. Or like an update method to update the state here, to do some updates here. Let me see. Let me have on right click callback. On right click. Here, a virtual void on right click. On right click, and to have maybe a reference to the position details. Sure. And let's implement this. I have an idea. And let's override this in the redstone torch. Let's override it. I'm making all of them inline, and I'll organize it better at some point. Override. Because it's in the header, that's why I do it inline, but I need to move it inside of a CPP file. Here, let me see now. Wait a minute. I have this function. Why am I not using it? Here, I'm just going to set the lid to be false, but this should get handled automatically. Wait a minute, let's see. Let's remove this and let's go to the generate mesh, and here it needs to use the function get JSON file name. It needs to use the function, and now it will work. Now we should have block state. Yes, we have block state. We can turn off torches. We have block state. Man, that was so much work. We have block state. Man, now we can do so much having block state. I'm turning off every torch. Yeah, that's cool. What did I miss? You know, it's 1 AM here and I'm still awake past the whole world. Half of it. For me, it's 10, almost 11 PM. I never said anything. I know I delete what? Congrats. Yeah. Congrats. Okay, wait. Stuff is disappearing in the chat. I'm not touching the chat at all. That's why. Must have been that 3 PM. For me, it's 9 PM. Nice. For me, it's 11 PM. Yeah, we can change the block state. Oh, crash. Since it was expecting redstone torch there. So yeah, that was it. We managed to add the block state. So in the next stream, we'll be able to add redstone dust, to have redstone dust working properly. Since now we have actual block state that we can use. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, we have block state. So I'll summarize the stream and we'll end it, since we're almost at 3 hours and my limit is 3 hours every day. In order to be able to stream every day, that's why I set the limit. If I go past the limit, there will be a big chance I'll miss the next day because of potential burnout. That's why I do the limit. We'll summarize what happened today. today we decided on an architecture on how we're going to approach having block states. And I decided block states to be, wait, how much is the RAM? How much is the RAM? 500, it's fine. I decided the block architecture for block states to be inside of every subchunk. Inside of every subchunk, there is an unordered map that stores. The key is the local block position, and the value is the pointer to the block class, which some blocks have extra information there, which is the block state. That's how I decided to store them. And when I did a test where this redstone torch has a simple block state, which is a boolean value if it's lit or unlit. And when I right click, I change that block state, the lit, to be false. And it updates the mesh automatically since I updated the state. So we have block state. And this was needed so that we can have working redstone dust. So we can have all of these redstone dust states change depending on what's the actual current block state. And we needed to store it somewhere, and I'm storing it with an order map for every subchunk. And for the next stream, my plan is to make finally the redstone dust working using the block state. That's the idea. Okay, so like the chat bot is doing that. I don't have a chat bot. Do you have any plans? I'm not planning a multiplayer right now. The most interesting thing in game dev, it must have been someone else. PSSF, open comments, livable scroll up. Bro, cool, bye. Nice, scroll up. Where? Which message? Good night, bye, W project. Coffee breakdown, everything for pizza. Yeah, guys, that will be it for this stream. I'll look at it off stream, don't worry. I'll look at it off stream. And if I need to respond, I'll respond tomorrow. Stream is done. Yeah, I have a 3-hour time limit. See the... No, I cannot show deleted message. Yeah, bye, good night. Bye, guys. Yeah, same as you. Good night, best of luck. Yeah, bye.